When it comes to inner sleeves for your Magic the Gathering and other standard-sized collectible cards, more and more companies are offering their own inner sleeves for you to choose from. In this video, we'll look at both BCW's inner sleeves and the new and improved Ultra Pro Perfect Fits. Also, I'll examine Ultimate Guard's line of precise fit inner sleeves, as well as their, get this, resealable inner sleeves. Speaking of which, BCW is also offering resealable inner sleeves, so I'll examine those as well. Wow, I guess competition really does breed innovation. But what of quality? Has anyone here found a formula equal to, or even better than, KMC? Let's find out. Let's start with the BCW inner sleeves. Although BCW is able to offer their inner sleeves at very competitive pricing, they aren't anywhere near competitive in quality. Many of the sleeves are a hair too small for your Magic cards. Irregular sizing is one thing, and indeed I noticed that not all of these sleeves fit in the same way, and so they were not all the exact same size. But when they're this small, they can actually damage your cards. While the bend is subtle and a little tricky to capture on camera, it is there. Notice that these cards are being curled inside the BCW inner sleeve. That's because it is ever so slightly too tight. This leads to problems double sleeving, but worst of all has the potential to damage your cards and at the very least compromise protection. The irregular sizes of these sleeves imply that this is an issue with quality control, as some of the BCW inner sleeves fit better than others. I wouldn't be at all surprised if there were packs of BCW inner sleeves floating around out there with different ratios of acceptable to unacceptable sleeves. But as far as any potential damage to your cards are concerned, it's an instant fail. Ultra Pro used to have this exact same problem, and as a result, you should be seeing perfect fits with the improved sticker on them at your local games store. I sleeved up quite a few decks in these improved Pro Fits, and while the Ultra Pro Fits no longer seem to have the issues that the BCW inner sleeves have, I did find that some sleeves slid on more comfortably than others, meaning that there still must be an irregularity in the sizes. I guess it's very hard to ensure at this particular small size that there is indeed a perfect fit. But there's another problem as well, and that is that these Ultra Pro Fits are prone to the splits. The slightest, and I really do mean slightest, pressure along the side splits the sleeve in two. Normally, something like a stretch test is irrelevant for inner sleeves, but my Ultra Pro Perfect Fits literally split on me as I was sleeving. It did not happen on every sleeve, but it happened on enough of them as to be frustrating. Just while holding one in my hands takes the most minimal of force to tear. Compare that to the gold standard. Here's the KMC perfect size. Again, splitting isn't an issue for inner sleeves, at least not normally. But when sleeving your card is literally splitting your sleeve, we've got a problem. So while I can confirm that the Ultra Pro Fits have indeed improved, they still have a way to go. These are just a hair short of being baseline satisfactory, so I'm going to have to go with a D+. Ultimate Guard has had amazing success with its line of deck boxes and portfolios, but not so much with sleeves. Are their precise fit inner sleeves a viable alternative to KMC? Yes, actually. Sleeving and re-sleeving half a dozen decks in these, I found no issues with sleeves too small to fit my cards. They do seem thinner and slightly more reflective than KMC perfect size. But as you can see from this stretch test, they don't suffer from the same issues as Ultra Pro. What had me most excited was their line of resealable precision fit sleeves. I like the idea behind these a lot, but unfortunately, You see what the problem is, right? The vast majority of my precise fits were far from a precise fit. Even if I did find the 1 in 5 that would sleeve my card comfortably, the precise fit resealables have added width where the sealed flap folds over. This means that the size of these double sleeved in a deck create a subtle lump that makes for an awkward shuffle feel, and even the likelihood of your deck falling over. What about the BCW resealable inner sleeves? I was surprised to find the exact opposite problem. The BCWs had no issues fitting my cards. Yes, I could feel a few being slightly tighter or slightly looser than the other when sleeving up my deck, but it was nothing even close to what you saw for the Ultimate Guards. The problem with the BCW resealables is they don't have an ideal seal. It's a nightmare for actual play in a double sleeve deck. This brings up another problem for me, though, and that problem is this. If the BCW resealable inner sleeves are sized correctly, but the BCW regular inner sleeves are unacceptably sized, and both show irregularities within their sizes, then that makes me concerned that the BCW resealable sleeves that I have in front of me and on my cards may not be sized in the same way as yours. And the same is going to be true for the Ultimate Guards, only just flipped. Because with the Ultimate Guards, the regular precise fits, while slightly irregular, still fit on my cards just fine. Not great, but satisfactory. However, the Ultimate Guard resealables, many of them, most of them, are unacceptably sized and could lead to damage for my card. And so it makes me really concerned that you going out there and buying Ultimate Guard precise fits, just the regular ones, that there isn't going to be a consistency in the sizing. And I just happened to be lucky in getting packs that had them sized correctly. Are these all coming from the same factory? I would assume so. So why are some of them working and some of them not? Makes me very wary. So how are these graded? A D+ for the BCW resealables with the provision that there's a concern about uniformity of sleeves between packs. Due to the potential of damaging your cards, I'm afraid it's a flat fail for the Ultimate Guard resealables. And while my testing gives the basic Ultimate Guard precise fits a C, I do also have to add a concern about uniformity, given how unacceptable the resealable ones are. And so ultimately, I really can't recommend any of these sleeves for double sleeving. I still maintain that the best choice for double sleeving your cards is to use KMC perfect size sleeves. I hope this video has been of some help to you. You can help me out by remembering to subscribe, like, comment, or even just share with a friend. And remember, whether buying innies or outies, if possible, spend that cash on sleeves and other Magic the Gathering accessories where you spend time playing this amazing game with all of these amazing people. And that is at your local game store whenever possible. You're supporting your Magic community.